Elsewhere, as the war in Ukraine approaches 1 year, the U.S., Germany, and other European nations pledged to send tanks to Ukraine to aid in the war effort. Our next guest says it won't have the impact everybody is hoping for. Joining us right now, Defense Priorities Senior Fellow, military expert, and retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis. Daniel, Colonel, I should say, give me your thoughts on this, sir.
Well, yeah, the problem is that people are equating the presence of NATO tanks and other equipment with NATO capacity. And it's just not that way. The reason why NATO forces, and in the United States in particular, are so effective in the field in conventional operations is because of the training and the capacity of the troops that are manning that equipment. And if you don't have the same level of training and preparation, but for the people that are operating these things, you are not going to get the same kind of outcome that I think people are expecting. And it's not just a matter of, hey, let's train somebody how to drive an M1 tank and how to operate the fire control systems and the turret and all that, whether it's the Bradley, the tank, or some of these other things. It's a matter of understanding how to fight the tank. It's a matter of understanding how to maneuver the vehicle in a combined arms organization so that you have infantry, armor, fire support, engineer support, drones, all these kinds of things, all coordinated together. That's what makes us so effective in combat. And you're basically asking the Ukraine people to do all this on the fly without the institutional knowledge and the years of training and the decades of experience that many of our key leaders have. And you're just not going to get the same outcome. And I don't think people recognize that enough.
Colonel, you also say that we're in potential danger of invoking NATO's mutual defense clause. Explain that a little bit more.
Well, that really all depends on just how far Putin goes in his responses to these things. Where does his red line really exist? There's so many things that we thought in the beginning of this might be a Russian red line, whether it was, the Patriot air defense systems, the HIMARS systems, or the tanks, the Bradleys. We thought all those were, but incrementally we just kept putting those in there and there wasn't a response. Now, the problem comes in that whether it's with F-16s, if that comes, or long-range missiles, if that comes, or just success on the battlefield that puts Russia at risk, that could be a red line. And if that does, then Russia may do what they threatened to do, which is attack the processing bases and the throughput areas in NATO countries for this equipment before it comes in. And then you have the potential for an Article 5 trigger.
Wow. All right. Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, thank you so much, sir.